Hello, everyone out there. This is the Fifi
and Joe
TV
show.
All right, people. This is a vlog about driving.
Just gonna answer a few questions.
We had a YouTuber who wanted to know the ins and outs and stuff about driving
from a female's perspective.
So here we go. You're gonna ask the questions, or?
All right. So the first question she wanted to know is, oh wait, where's my cheat sheet?
It's Miss McCall. Miss McCall. Hi.
Wow, did you just McCall?
I messed your name all up, girl.
Miss Nicole wants
How
to
you
know.
doing?
Miss Nicole wants to know, how is it? What's your perspective of? And I'm rewording this, but what's your perspective of being married over the road?
Girl.
Teening, being married.
Girl. I'm just joking. It's good, you know.
What makes it so good?
See? Right there, girl. No, I'm just joking. You know, Joseph and I, we did pretty much everything together before coming trucking. So our relationship was kind of tight, but trucking now, our relationship has gotten a lot tighter.
How?
I would say, first of all, you have to have a sense of humor. About everything. Laugh a lot with each other. Encourage each other. Because you're going to bump heads sometime. A lot. You're going to bump heads a lot. Because you're in this tight, enclosed space. Mm-hmm. You're with each other 24/7.
A lot of times don't even have nothing to do with you specifically.
Right. You just close in together.
You're just stressed out over just... Mm-hmm. You don't even know why you're mad. You don't even know why you're stressed.
Right. So, laugh a lot with each other. Right. Okay. You got to figure out a schedule that's best for the both of you. Because everyone's schedule is different. Like, Joseph drives better during the day. I drive better during the night. Yep. So... that was work for us. And there's other people where women drive during the day and their spouses drive at nighttime. Yeah. So
they go, you don't drive at night? I'm like, no. I can't.
You can't hang, girl.
I can't do it. I'm not a thug like that. No.
So yes, you gotta figure out a schedule that's work for you. You know, you guys as a team, you're ahead of the game because two heads are better than one. So, you know.
Yeah. Like solo drivers, you hear solo drivers, solo drivers pretty much get about between 2,000 and 3,000 miles a week. We double that.
Right.
Now, we average about... No, you don't have to change it. You don't have to do that. We average about... How much do we average about now with the new DM? We average about 4,500.
Right.
Anywhere from 4,500 to 5,100, a little bit over 5,000 miles a week now.
Right.
And that's only possible because it's both of us on the truck. So even on a bad week, we still do good.
Right.
We still do really good.
Now, if you come to Stevens, we have to do a 90-day med check, or you got to go in. Now, if you stay longer than...
That's for a whole nother video.
Okay, anyway. Being married, you have to be forgiving. Because like we said earlier, you bump heads. Mm-hmm. You don't want to drive this truck mad or upset with each other. That is so dangerous. Mm-hmm. I'll give you an example. One time, we had a disagreement, and it was my turn to drive, and we were at a truck stop, and I was driving out, and I was just shifting gears and grinding, didn't even care how I was shifting. And in the end, who's that mess up? It messes us up because I was driving upset. Mm-hmm. So don't, because you can mess up the truck. You're not paying attention out on the road because you upset with the person in the truck. So, you talk things out before you get behind this wheel. Get things straight. And always be forgiving.
So, long story short, as far as being married, if I don't know, we don't know how long you guys been married, but
Right.
if you can generally tolerate each other at home,
You can
it
do good
makes
on
the
the truck
business,
a lot better.
yeah. And
Because, like I said before, we did a lot of things together before we came out on trucking. Our relationship was tight, and being together this year has gotten us a lot tighter. Because there was some times where we were like, one of us getting off this truck. But, again, you work through it. Now, when it's your time to rest, you take your rest. And we both had to learn the hard way. Because, when the other person is driving, you want to stay up with them. There's times where you can do that when you know you're going to shut down. But, as us driving back to back to back a lot of the times now, when it's your time to rest, get your rest. Because if you don't and you get behind that wheel and you drive, you will be tired. Yeah. So, when it's your time to rest, get your rest. You can spend an hour or so up talking or whatever, but get your rest.
I'm stuffing my face.
It's all good, baby.
Second question
good.
Was training.
Okay, training.
What's your experience? What was your experience at school like?
On campus, it was very different. Coming from working at a private school and coming into trucking, it's a whole different ball game. So, first coming into training, I was all nervous and didn't know what to expect. But having, Joseph with me, who drove before, it made it a little bit easier. So, that's a plus. Being with your spouse, being with each other makes it easier. But the training, study the material that they give you. We studied together. He helped me out a lot. I helped him out with a lot because Steven's got a lot of new things that he didn't know about. So we helped each other out with that. What else?
How did the instructors treat you? What were your
as a female driver? They don't see you as a female male. They treat for me. Well, I take that back. Some of them treat you the same, and there's some who like other females or whatever, treat them differently. So my thing is...
What do you mean? Like, did they treat you differently from the ones that they thought they liked specifically?
Yes. There was a...
Because they were basically easier to talk to. They were a lot flirtier to talk to.
Yeah. So
they treated them a lot better sometimes.
Yeah. So for me, I was like, I'm there to get my CDL, and that's it. You gotta have that frame of mind. You there to get your CDL, and that's it. During your training, straight to the point. Now, over the road training, I had a guy trainer, and God blessed me with a great trainer. So he was all about the books. He was straight to the point. Ask a lot of questions while you're in the truck with a trainer. The manual that they give you, test, go through them with a fine-tooth comb. Study. If you, again, ask questions, because while you're on that truck and you're with that trainer, they're giving you the tools and information that you need. Ask questions, read the manual, because even now, as we're driving team, we still go through the manual and look for information that we really don't know. So
How did he treat you? How did he treat you, being that he was male, you were female? He's married. You're married. I mean, how was your experiences dealing with
Again, with him, he was straight about work. That's it. He did, being a female, when we stopped every night, he gave me the opportunity to use his his shower cars. I was able to take a shower every night. he was like, when I'm driving, when it was my turn to drive, he said, whenever you got to go to the restroom, you stop and you go. Because he said he had females before that was on his truck that peed in his seat. I was like, oh no, I'm not going to pee in your seat. So that's another thing. When you got to go, you feel you got to go, that comes along with trip planning. Find out what's ahead, your truck stops, your rest areas, go to the bathroom.
Try to schedule a stop every 3 hours if need be.
Yeah, for me. I mean, that's what I do every 3 hours.
Fifi has a weak bladder. Tell about
Especially when I drink water, a lot of water, because you want to keep yourself hydrated on the road. So I try to drink a lot of water, but I don't, because every time I drink water, I gotta go. So I schedule myself to stop every 3 hours to go to the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
Get you some disinfectant wipes. Get some Ziploc bags, disinfectant wipes, so when you go to the restroom, you can wipe down the toilet with some disinfectant wipes. That works great.
Okay, let's go with what are some of the in and outs as far as dang, I put my cheat sheet down somewhere.
Right here.
That's the bad part about trying to
make a
video. Okay.
Try to be stress free and relaxed during the training process. At first I was nervous driving on our roads during traffic. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit something. But be relaxed. Your trainer there to help you. Again, I didn't know what I was doing first time.
Yeah, find people that you can trust.
Right.
So that you can share your experiences with them and not gauge. You can pretty much gauge how you're doing versus other people in school just by listening to what they did wrong and comparing your wrongs to their wrongs and trying not to make those wrongs. And again, staying prepared in school keeps you ahead of the game, because the minute you get free time, a lot of people want to go and smoke cigarettes, sit still, laugh, joke, and play. You want to take all your free time and study, and
Mm-hmm.
keep yourself prepared, because you never know what's gonna happen. I mean, there's some, like I've gone to 2 trucking schools. The first trucking school was a little bit more lazy. I was nervous, but it was a walk in a breeze compared to going to Stevens, where Stevens is a very safety-oriented school. And Stevens will teach you, they will go above and beyond to drill stuff in your head so that when you get to the DPS office and you're taking your test, your CDL test, you have certain things popping in your head automatically. You're not thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. We're at 13 minutes already.
Wow. I want to try to tell you, this is going to be like a 2-3 part video. That's why you can't fit everything all at once. Yeah. There's so many, Miss Nicole, there's so many different aspects. Sorry, excuse me. I'm chewing a biscuit right now. But there's so many different aspects of what we do that's differently to solo drivers, mainly because
it's 2 of us.
It's 2 of you.
Just the 2 of us.
Stevens specifically is not a team-oriented trucking company, but it works. We make it work because we're a great support team for each other.
Right.
And you just have to support each other and push each other through those hard times, because when everyone is having when you master supporting each other, when everyone else is having slow weeks, bad weeks, when everyone else is having problems, you're running scotch-free. You're good to go. Like, there's nothing that can really stop you. Mainly because you're supporting each other. The average rookie truck driver goes out and makes about $200, anywhere from $200 to $350 a week. Maybe even $400. Don't quote me to that, but it's not a lot of money when you first start out. When you're by yourself, but when you're married and you're starting out,